start of the race is the most anticipation. The adrenaline starts to take over, so your hands and feet, they have a different feel to them. I take the anxiety and the angst level down. I want to be jacked and strong and competitive and can't wait for the flag. By the same token, I got to be cool.
Sports car racing on the Monterey Peninsula has been around since, I want to say, post-war, right in the 40s. They used to race out on the peninsula, on the public roads, in the trees, which wasn't particularly safe. They had some spectacular wrecks and some spectacular races up there. So very late 50s, the property was developed, and they created a signature facility in that it climbs a hill, and as you can see in the background here, up over my shoulder, it says the Corkscrew. The Corkscrew is the signature turn for the Laguna Seca Raceway, and it's unlike any other turn at any other track worldwide. Everybody who's a racer at some point in their life wants to come out and drive Laguna Seca.
Here to keep the car, get to but this is just straight at speed. It's just straight. You barely have to move your hands. After that's it. It's just like make the left, right, make the left, right.
Might take this lap to position the car up here at the Corkscrew exactly where we want to put it. Right up on the right. Now, late. Turn the car and find the curb. There you go. Like that. And then do the same on the right. Let's make it slow. You're going to come right across this apex. Too late there. That was too late. We need to make the transition from the left to the right sooner. Make it happen soon. Turn right, turn right. You're exaggerating a little too much. Get to the curb though. You got to get to the curb. Not a little too much on the left though. A little too much left. You can make it flow better. Make the light. That's it. Perfect. That was perfect. Perfect. All right, we're done. He did a pretty good job. But we were inconsistent, but that's kind of to be expected when you're trying a new line and you're trying some new stuff. But he did a pretty good job. We definitely saw where we need to be. Now we just have to be consistent on it. He had a pass happen on him at the top of the hill here, and he still brought the car back online as he progressed down through the Corkscrew. Good line with the pass. And that's the right thing to do. Sometimes you can get passed like that and it can throw you off your rhythm and off your line. And so he handled that really well. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, it's all sentimental, the hood of a 996 and everybody signed on it. So ever since then it's moved with me. It's hard to find a space for that, but it's reminding me of my start within the company. I started loving cars really, the earliest I can remember was a red 911. I must have been 3 or 4 years old and I still remember the sound of the car. Porsche has been involved in customer racing in motorsports ever since they built the first car in 1948. So why do we race? We race to learn to build the best products. And you can see this with all of our products, that there is a very close relationship between street car and race cars. The GT4 Club Sport is something which enables somebody to enter into racing with a ready-to-race race car, but yet with a lot of components they know from the street car. And the GT4 Club Sport is almost a street car, but yet it's a full race car on the weekend. I've known of Mike Sullivan for many years. I've never met him until 2 years ago. We had a chat about the GT4, which was at the time still a hot secret we shouldn't really talk about. And he said, if that car is coming, I want to race that. And I said, oh, that's an interesting idea. Porsche dealer actually jumping into a car and racing it. That's the old idea of we race what we sell. It really changes the whole racing industry, and we believe with the GT4 Club Sport we're right there.
There's like 2 turns specifically that I need to work on. That'll be today's challenge, is hit 11 turns, perfect line.
As I come to these races, I generally tend to be very, very jumpy, have a lot of butterflies. So we need to pace ourselves. We need to sneak up on the weekend. We don't need to try and come out of the box hair on fire.
If I do half of what Lance tells me, I got it. Obvious.
I think I can hold my own and give it my best shot to go as far forward as I can for the rest of the remaining races.
So I've had 4 races and 4 podiums. You know, we're learning and getting better every time. Thank you.
I drove through the dirt. I drove through the dirt. I can't lie.
You know what they say about how to make a small fortune in racing? Start with a large one.